Welcome to Nude Clan After Dark.
Fiber 1.
We're going to be answering... We already gave you a 2.5 hour fucking episode this week. We gave you a 2.5 hour fucking episode this week. I was like, hey guys, isn't that enough for them? Don't they have enough Nude Clan content? And they said no.
I didn't say anything.
No, we got to give them extra.
What the fuck are you smiling at, Cameron?
Because you're saying Nude Clan cotton, for some reason that was a little funny to me. Don't they have enough of our cotton? I don't know, do they?
Anyway, we do have our guest here. Justin, say hi.
Hello.
Ooh.
And we're going to be answering your questions. Justin, however, can't hear whatever we play on the computer. So we're going to answer the question, and then it's up to Justin to figure out
what they asked.
what the question was.
This is going to be a fun game.
This should be pretty fun. So how many do we have in the queue there, Schweiss?
We have like 4, I think.
4? Do you want to just answer 2?
Yeah, it's just it too.
Okay.
Right. Let's dive in here.
Someday
Yeah.
we'll
Yes.
dive in here.
Yo, what's goody, New Plan? It's your boy, Ty, a.k.a. Hollywood as fuck, a.k.a. Sensei, a.k.a. New York's finest, a.k.a. Quick, a.k.a. the Black Otaku, a.k.a. People Hernandez, a.k.a. Pascal. I'm a long-time fan, one-time reviewer, short-term Patreon supporter, and that's for the thug. Y'all know me. I'm a Google gangster. Y'all know, I'm the boy. I've been listening to you guys for a good little bit, and y'all like my favorite podcast. Y'all the only one I actually listen to. I don't listen to any other shit. You feel me? I ain't gonna hold you guys, but I most definitely got a couple of qualms on my chest. I have a question, but I got a couple things I need to get off my chest. First, Spicy, you read my UFF review. Mad wrong, bro. Like, dudes from Sausage Party, like, nah, bro. Like, you know how New York is tough, bro. Like, you watch Paid in Full. Come on, come on, man. You watch Wolf on Wall Street. Like, we stress our A's, they sound like O's. Our THs sound like B's. You feel me? Like, come on, man. You gotta do better, bro. Like, you need some more black friends, like real black friends. If that's how you think New York niggas
We do
talk.
need that influence.
Before I move on to my next point, Joe, I ain't give you permission to say nigga just because I said nigga in the review. In my tweet, don't give you permission to say nigga. You don't have permission to say nigga. It's like the F word for homosexuals, or
I say faggot all the time.
C word for handicapped. Or
Oh no, what is this question?
bitch for bitches. So, tighten up. My girlfriend was mad tight, bro, and you said it real funny sounding too, so I'm gonna need you to, relax. Yo, Caleb Craig, you my boy, you the real dude, boy, but you gotta start pulling the cards on these guys. You gotta start keeping these guys in check, man. You the boss, man. You just sit around. You observe too much, man. You the man.
And then it cuts off, and then we have then we have part 2.
Okay.
Wow.
Holy fuck, how long is this?
Wow. I don't got no time really to my message. I just scrapped that first one. It's your boy Ty, a.k.a. Hollywood as fuck, a.k.a. What's going on. Let me skip to it. I'm a long-time fan reviewer. Short-term Patreon supporter, Twitter thug. I ain't gonna hold you guys, bro, for real. I ain't gonna hold nobody. That's not my job. But Joe, bro, that ass, bro, you need to relax on, being such a baby back, little hoe when it comes to video games, bro. Like, that Bloodborne shit, like, I was reeling. Because you know what, bro? I suck at Bloodborne. I still haven't beaten that game. I still haven't been there. I suck. Just as much as anyone else. I'm not good at video games. That's why I play single player. But at the end of the day, you still got to give it a try, because if you don't give it an honest try,
Give it a try.
what's the point of playing a game? That's like using enhancement drugs and, or putting bricks in your gloves and boxing. Boy, like, give it a try. And you're elitist as hell when it comes to movies and music, so you don't care to call nobody else elitist. Yo,
Yeah, that's a good point.
Caleb Spice, you the man. Caleb Craig, you the bro. You got to stand up for yourself. Know what I mean? Yo, everybody cool. I like you guys. Hopefully one day I can come on a review or something. Know what I mean? Hit me up. I'm down for it. And my question is which one of y'all got the most kills? Like, who's gotten the most pussy? Like, don't lie though. Like, dead ass. I'm gonna guess it's Caleb Craig. Let me know.
What's a good guess?
Fuck with me. And I like the anime, so that's got nothing to do with it. Take it easy, fellas. Next time.
That was a good call.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Hollywood as
got
fuck.
the
I appreciate
most?
the love.
We're all pretty.
The most what?
The most. We can't
What
say.
the fuck did I miss?
Justin can't hear the question.
It's the most kills, but he was alluding to something.
How, Cameron? Did you not listen to what I said?
Yeah.
Okay. We usually try to keep off this topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. We'll allude.
I mean...
Because we talk about how I lost my virginity. We talked about that on UFF.
And I was there. We were all... The clan was there.
We were there for
And
his
we
big
brought this
moment.
up. It was amazing. I was thinking the other day, I was like, it is hilarious that the Nude clan assembled and Joe lost his virginity. And like, even the
we weren't all
That
together.
happens- that happens every week.
TJ and Sanders were there too. They were OG Nude clan. We were all there. Everybody.
Oh, that's true.
It had to be that way. The stars aligned. When I pulled up, Joe came.
Nope. It's not the timing on that.
I just heard this.
I remember it vividly. I remember vividly the timing on that.
Scream from the
Yeah.
mountain.
And then when I left that night, that truck stank so bad.
Got that poontang stink. I know it too.
The fucking smell did not leave
like-
the truck forever. And I'm like, is someone else going to smell this, or is it just going to smell like campfire to someone else? Because I smell vag. whenever I went
To this day.
whenever I went into that truck, that's all I smelled. So
Your dad's just like,
I
nice.
believe unsurprisingly that the answer to the question is Caleb Schweiss.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's me, I think. Unless Cameron's.
Unless Cameron's
Oh no.
got some more
I don't know. What is it?
stuff going on.
I probably.
We're not. Don't say the numbers.
Probably me or Cameron. And I mean,
Okay.
Craig is at a solid. He's pure.
I've had more dates than you guys.
That's true.
I don't. That's a lie.
That's true.
That's definitely
You've
true
had
for
more
me.
than me.
I don't. Yeah.
I've
Not
had
for me.
Okay, yeah, I believe Cam's had more dates than me, but I've had more dates than Schweiss and Joe combined.
I'm sure that's true. Yeah.
Pretty sure that's true.
I don't do that.
I don't do it either.
I find and I keep, and then I throw away, and then I keep, and then I yeah.
That's a good thing to say before your marriage.
Yeah. Yeah. Justin, what do you think?
Well, I mean, obviously the question is who's, I don't know, had more sex, I think.
Yeah.
Well, if we're talking
Yeah.
quantity, I don't know.
It's how much.
There's a lot going on this side of the table over here.
Fuck all y'all.
If we're talking epic sex time, I know I'm not the winner.
I don't know about that. If you count how many times
You're not the winner of epic sex
no,
time. I don't
like-
even know what that means.
I'm like the coolest time to bone somebody.
I don't know, man. Like if you count all the times Joe's masturbated, he's
That's true, yeah.
probably got you guys
I
under
bet
the
you-
table.
you know what?
Almost
I bet
every night for the
Put
last
candy under the table.
20 years.
Dude. Yeah. Yeah. That's true, I bet.
Who's got more jerk off time?
Well, the
What's your
time.
mean
jerk
jerk
time?
off time? Your
Yeah.
mean jerk time?
Well, I hit puberty really young, so it was working when I was 9, if not a little bit earlier than that.
I was probably 10.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you got 2 years on me.
I had chest hair then too. I had one little twirl and I was like, yes.
Craig had chest hair pretty early too.
That's true. I did.
How?
I don't know.
I don't think you've completed
But he
puberty to this day.
I'm still in the transition.
Although I will say, oh, that's scary. That's scary, considering your shoulder pad hair. I remember when we were in the pool last, and I was looking at it, and it was like so peaceful, you know. It's like seaweed underwater, just like that peaceful little wavy move, and I was like, God damn, that is sick.
Oh, you love it, man.
It's just so much right there.
Craig, I got to get you a back blade for your wedding gift.
It'll only be able to reach like fucking
Oh, yeah, the hair
shoulder.
on my back.
Yeah. Back
Got that
blade.
nice patch.
Yeah, this isn't even Craig's final form. He's Charmeleon right now.
Yeah, there's one after.
He's one of them 3-stage Pokemon. Yeah, so The rest. What do you think the rest was?
Oh fuck, I don't know. I heard something about Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I heard.
I mean, there was only one question, but a lot of statements. Of,
A lot of statements.
a lot of
not as many,
admonishments.
not as many statements as there were aliases for the man, but
What?
he introduced himself about six times.
He does have a lot of titles.
Yeah,
He never gave me a shout out. He gave everyone else one, but not one for me.
he probably.
I think it was cut. He cut off in the middle of Craig's. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and mine were corrections. Don't say the N word was one of them.
I think that's highly racist of him to say that.
And
No.
then,
I think it was perfect. That was a perfect.
That was pretty funny.
And
That was
then,
too good.
I didn't give you.
I
permission
suck
to
at
say
Bloodborne.
it. Just because I said it doesn't mean you can say it. It's,
I'm gonna have to read the review.
I love it.
yeah.
Oh, actually, that was like a tweet. That wasn't on the review, was it? It's a
you
quote.
tweeted
It's
that?
a quote.
Shit.
I
I don't
quoted
even think
it.
I would do that.
A quaff. Come on.
That's borderline.
It's
That's what Cam
quoting.
It's borderline.
Apparently, you're not to say it even if it's in a song. So
Yeah.
I
think it's racist, but I also understand what that word means, so. Saying that you can't do something because of your color, that's highly racist, man.
That's not a battle you're gonna win.
I don't think, although
everyone is against you.
what I will say is it's probably not a word you should say anyway. Just like the C-bomb.
in
It's something
general.
you just shouldn't say it, really. You probably shouldn't say it. I do it all the time, but you shouldn't. It's something that
The
like,
N
no
word?
one should really say.
I have that C word in my back pocket. I use it quite rarely.
I wonder why. I use it quite. Someone ends up on the ground every time you say it. So
Yeah, now he doesn't want
Yourself.
to. He opened up, and like the second time it was uttered to me, it was too much.
Okay, we got another one.
Yes, we do. This is a one-parter too, so we don't have to do the double.
Okay, that's good.
Hey, New Clan, got a question for you. This is Bob. Hey, so, Joe, I got to ask you, man, how do you get around so many people who still and for presentation, for podcasting, for driving movies and flourish, being loquacious and extroverted? How? Give me some tips, because it's just killing me inside, man. Thank you.
Okay, so I assume he's like, how do you get around? How do you do all of these things?
I don't get around. That's honestly
Oh, is that you
priority.
think that's what he meant? Like, how do you...
No, he's asking how I do so many things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
I thought Justin was supposed to guess.
Well, we can't hear what this guy said, so it's hard for us to...
No, we're all guessing
because
now.
he started near the speaker of his phone,
And then he was
then he moved it away.
He pulled a
Then he
cam.
then
So-
he came back.
the answer should be, what's that?
Yeah, we should answer it like this. And that's how you do it. That's how you handle so many things in your life.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I gotta look up the word fucking loquacious, which I don't know how to spell.
Did he just mean loquacious? Like you speak a lot?
Maybe.
Because is aloquacious
What about,
even a
like-
word?
Help, Justin. Do you know?
Licorice.
Loquacious.
I think he... Or allocation.
Oh, there's loquacious, which means tending to talk a great deal.
Yeah, I think it's just loquacious.
Okay, so how
Maybe
how
he
do
did
I
an
do so many
before-
things
Before. And be talkative.
and be talkative and
easy.
extroverted was the other part of the question.
Joe's barely extroverted, though.
I
At parties,
I go
he's
back and
kind of
forth.
not so much. Although no one in this group really is, I guess.
No.
Depends on the party.
Especially when you're already half
If it's a
drunk.
nude clan party.
Depends on
Yeah.
how many steins of vodka Cam's had.
Yeah.
When it's a D&D party, I'm on top.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not life of the party. I'm not life of the party. I talk the most on the podcast, but I'm not life of the party.
Yeah.
I don't. I think, yeah, the part where he's like, how do you get around so much is the funny part, because it's like, well, the answer to this question is I don't get around, and that's how I get a bunch of things done.
That's how you get shit done, yeah.
Yeah.
When I need to platinum games, chastity belt. Can't do it.
It's like metal underwear with like a lock on it. I've seen it. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's called platinum armor. That's what I printed on the back in Sharpie.
So yeah, that's pretty much my answer to that. I and it's not like, because obviously I've gone off on the show. I talk about, I have whined many a time that I have too much shit going on. Usually because I have like too many hours at work or something like that, and it's cutting into stuff I really want to do. So it's not. I don't know if I handle it that well either. So I do a lot of things. It's because I get obsessive about it, and then I have to go through phases. Like I'll let my room get cluttered or something over a week span of time, and then I have to clean it, and I just have to do like a purge. So I'll big build up and a big purge. Don't know how healthy that lifestyle is, but that's kind of how I do everything. Is I'll get like really crazy on shit, and then I'll have to like take it away. So it's like I fucking start like 9 podcasts. I gotta like fucking start pulling them back. So that's just what happens. No, I just have kind of an obsessive sort of mind.
My thing I used to do is, it was kind of that way before too, where I'd like be really, really, really into gaming for like a 2-month period, and then I would stop and I would only just like read, and then I would stop that, and then I would only like. I never have been huge on movies. I like movies a lot, but I can't. I tried to do that movie a day thing, and I was like, I just can't do it. Like it's just too much. I have a limit where I hit where I'm like, I don't really want to watch movies right now. Or I know they're good movies, but I just don't want to watch it. So like, same thing with TV. Like I don't have the TV thing where I'm like, oh, I got a new show. Like,
no, it's like, what about things that you're creating though? Like shitloads of podcasts, really.
Those I mean, the Schweiss and Johnson one is the hardest to maintain, but that's because the guy never fucking wants to show up. But it was tough, though.
Just move on. Get someone else.
I might have to. It was tough, though, because I'm like, okay, I have to watch the episode, and I have to do an in-depth write-up on each episode. So, like, there's some time that goes into that.
So the amount of time you've prepped for Game of Thrones, you have done more work on that than the entirety of UFF.
Probably. No, that's not true at all. I spent a lot of time.
Really in-depth write-up 5 times? Whoa, Schweiss, you're...
And then the show stopped. Yeah, I was like, all right, that's it for me. And you know what? I have another write-up for the episode we were going to do, but I felt really sick. And then, of course, later I had my death illness later that night, so I'm glad I stopped because I probably would have thrown up. And maybe I gave him the flu. Maybe that's why he's like, fuck you. Fuck you, dude.
Maybe it just felt like your heart wasn't in it. He didn't want to come
back. Yeah, because that episode I was dying. Yeah, probably. But... yeah, for me, it was kind of the same thing where it was like big stages, but it was never unhealthy. It was never like so much that I don't take care of stuff. It has been that way with Nude Clan games. On occasion, I'd be like fucking balls deep in a game that I have to beat in like 3 days, and that like there's just all this shit around where my area of gaming is, and I just don't have time. It's because it's like, okay, now it's 4 a.m. I have to go to sleep to record the review for the game I just beat tomorrow. That's when it becomes unhealthy, and that's when it's like kind of your binge and purge, where like the next day I have off, I'll just like get everything taken care of, and then it'll be that build up again if I'm like having to double cram games. But now that we're doing Crystal Chronicles, it's like I can't really play it myself.
If you want to get a lot of things done, you gotta take a lot of things away that you would normally do just to fucking kill time. So, like, I don't watch TV, and I haven't really watched that much TV in a long time. I used to watch TV in high school. That was pretty much it. After I left, I've binge watched a couple certain shows like Buffy and Game of Thrones, but they're all like shows that came out before, and then I caught up to them way later.
Yeah.
So I've never been a huge TV guy, and now for me it's like getting me to watch TV, it's like it better be something like super special so that I'm willing to put in that much time.
You only reserve TV. Same for us. TV's never been a big part of it.
And there's other things like I don't get much exercise outside of FedEx, so
I was gonna say you guys should come work out with me one of these days, because the Gold's Gym that I go to has a steam room and a sauna.
An hour and a half driving in order to go work out with Cameron. I love it.
Yeah. Has to be right at
45 minutes down, 45 minutes back. Worth it.
You know, just get out of the house.
Yeah, I don't know. and even now, it's like I've been doing a lot of clearing house, so I don't know how happy I've been. Like when I have a shitload of things to do, I get real like fucking stressed out.
Well, yeah, and it gets annoying because you'll have days where you just sleep because you're tired, and you wake up and you're like, fuck. Now I slept 8 hours, and now I can't get anything else done because I have to go to work for 12 again.
Don't you hate it when you go to take a nap, but it just turns into you going to bed early?
I don't ever take naps.
I don't take naps. I can't take naps. If I take a nap, it'll either become I can't take a nap, I'm too awake, even though I'm tired, or it'll become I'm going to sleep for 4 hours and then feel like utter shit when I wake up.
Yeah, and then it's just like you might as well just go to bed at that point.
I literally took 2 7-minute naps at work at separate times on Friday.
But
lay my head down.
Cameron recommended a book called The One Thing.
Yep.
And I listened to that thing, and I basically like fucking changed the last few months. I don't know, because I've been just getting rid of things, getting rid of distractions. That's what it's become.
Since I can't really multitask at anything, really. I usually, if I multitask, it's like fake multitasking where I focus all my attention on one thing, then I have to stop,
switch it,
and then focus all my attention on another thing. I can't do both.
That was a big thing with that book. It said the lie of the multitasker.
Yeah.
It's like there's no such thing as real multitasking.
It's a great book.
And so I've been kind of like, I'm going to focus on the film now. And then on my days off, I'll play Final Fantasy with Schweiss, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm not going home and I'm playing Final Fantasy any other day except for the day that we're playing together.
Mm-hmm. And that's only now.
And that's only right now. And then it's like, okay, I know at this date I gotta finish Nude Clan. That's why I did all the Nude Clan stuff in like a week and a half. And it's like I'm clearing my shit. Clearing my shit so that I can focus on like the most important thing to me, and then the second most important thing to me becomes my hobby, and I can do that when I want, and it's not pushing into the most important thing.
Yeah.
Which to me, the most important thing right now is the filmmaking, and then the second most important thing right now is the fun thing. It's doing the podcasts, and that I needed that to be easier and on the background instead. So actually, I did do a lot of stuff, a lot of multitasking stuff. But I mean, you can listen to me in the podcast bitch about it. I'm not exactly a happy person when all that shit is going on.
Yeah, I kind of have the same approach with the games. When it was time for Type 0, I just played Type 0. When it was time for, I Am Setsuna, it's time for I Am Setsuna. So it's like take an approach where it's the one task at a time. It's, okay, this is the game I'm going to work on. Okay, I'm going to work on God of War now. Okay, I beat God of War. Now I'm going to work on the next thing. I took care of that. Now I can go back and play more God of War if I want because I've freed up some time because I took care of all the shit I needed to take care of. And then that's kind of where it becomes the hobby, where it's like, now I get to go back and finish God of War. I get to have fun because I finished what I had to finish, and now I'm doing the later stuff. It's just, you just have to, I think doing one thing at a time or a couple things at a time is a safe approach, but anything more than that, and it does kind of feel chaotic, and it's like, I don't have time for all of this shit.
Well, I'm just remembering.
I legitimately don't.
Working, trying to make a short film, having to do homework for class stuff, and having to beat games for podcasts and recording podcasts.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to fucking kill myself. Right around that time, having to do all those things at once.
It's a lot. It's
had
a lot
couple
of work.
semesters where I had to do that. So I'm not. I would say narrow it down to like 3 things. And if you have a family, maybe just narrow it down to 2. Maybe just narrow it down to work and one decent hobby that makes you happy, and then the rest of your time spend with family.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't have a family. That's another thing. So I don't have that. I don't have that time pulling on me. Someday this will catch up to me, and this will all be a big problem. So I'll have to go to deep therapy or something. I don't know. What do you think, Cameron?
Yep, deep therapy is the only
therapy
solution for you.
Deep therapy. Therapy.
That is deep.
Cameron, how do I get so much stuff done, Cameron?
I think it's the illusion of getting so much stuff done.
I think it is too.
I mean, you get a lot more done more consistently than we do, I would say. And I think it's just because you obsess about things to a greater degree that you'll enjoy. So,
yeah, maybe. But then I also miss out on doing a lot of stuff I say I'm going to do. So make a lot of big promises. And
what's the important thing? What's the important thing to get done?
Film.
There you go.
Right now. There you go.
You already got 2 members of the cast right here.
Justin, you want to answer this man's question?
How does Joe do it?
He quits the show.
He quits the show.
That's
There
right.
you go.
It's the one thing.
It's the one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it before, but now's the time. Okay, on that note, Craig, how do I do it?
Yeah, just obsession with whatever your
Obsession.
Dude, it is. It's an obsession with like your specific one thing that you're gonna do because you make a bunch of grand promises of like a bunch of things, but then you always end up placing one thing as the priority, and then everything else gets pushed away.
I mean, that's just human nature at that point.
Yeah,
Motivation versus obsession.
It's more. It's like what you said, the illusion of getting stuff done, because like he'll do a bunch of stuff at first. And then it only becomes one thing.
I do think chunking has helped kind of clear the slate. So I have gotten a lot of things done really recently. And it was like going, not going to do anything else but this. And no one's going to tell, I'm not going to do fucking anything. If someone tells me to like, hey, we're going to go to Lagoon, I'm going to go, nope.
Not me.
Not going to go to the music park. I'm going to do this thing.
Lagoon isn't that fun anyway.
You do have to be able to say no.
Lagoon is shit.
You got to be able to say no to other
coasters.
things.
So any theme park to you is shit.
Yeah, everything park is
Did you
shit.
say you hate roller coasters?
No, I said I don't like Lagoon,
Oh.
and then he goes, Lagoon is shit. So I go, yeah, but you hate roller coasters.
Oh,
Wait, you don't like Lagoon, Cameron?
I
think
think
it's
it's
fun.
boring.
What? The coasters are great.
all I do is go on the rides. Why does anybody go to an amusement park for any other reason?
There isn't any other reason. That's why
I
Craig
want
hates.
overpriced food,
That's why Craig hates
bad
theme parks.
bathrooms,
I don't like rides. That's
and
why
for
I don't
people to
theme
like
parks.
steal money from me at these little game kiosks.
I love the Rocket, Craig.
The only reason you
I
go
bet
to
you
The
a
Rocket's
music
pretty
park-
fun.
The
is
Rocket is
for the rides.
insane. It like just keeps climbing. You're like, Jesus Christ.
I used to
how
love
fucking
the
high is
samurai.
this thing?
I used to love the samurai ride until it really starts to fuck with my head. So.
Samurai.
Oh
It's
yeah, and
my
you want to
favorite
puke?
ride.
Yeah,
I've never felt like I needed to puke.
I did after 3 in a row.
Yeah.
I didn't throw up though.
You did 3 in a row on the Samurai?
Yeah, I did. It was fucking
Oh,
horrible.
I did 9 in a row on the Colossus.
That's understandable.
That's okay.
That one's fun.
That was just
I
a big
started
old
to
loop.
black out on the last one.
That's probably not okay. You were probably about to die.
God, it's so that line goes fast
Time.
too. on
It
that
does,
ride,
yeah.
Which is why it's the best.
Speaking of, roller coasters and things that you don't know of unless you live in Utah. Yeah, how can you not like roller coasters, Craig? How can you?
Because
I don't like heights.
I remember him describing it to me this way when we were in middle
how
school.
old were you when
Go to
you rode
Lagoon.
your last roller coaster, Craig?
It was middle school.
Is this
No,
one
it
of those
wasn't middle
things
school.
where
it was high school?
I don't like
I was
tomatoes
there for it because
I
this is
tried
when you
one
give
when
us
I
your
was 3.
explanation. He goes, you know that feeling?
I went after in high school.
Anyways, Craig goes to me. He goes, you know that feeling you get when you're on a roller coaster right before it drops? You just feel it throughout your body. Well, I have more body than you, and so I feel it more.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is fucking true.
That's
it's like
his
that weird.
explanation.
It's that weird feeling that you get in
Where your
in-
guts are like floating and your body is not.
It's that.
That's
It's
what
that
it is, I'm
feeling.
pretty sure.
It's that feeling, but like when it stops, it's like it fucking pushes out, and then it's like you got punched in the fucking stomach, and you're feeling the fucking reverb.
Do you
But
not
I
like-
feel it more.
Do you not
and that's
like,
after I made him
fucking
ride the
sick.
colossal, the loop-de-loop
was-
one.
Is it not? So do you not like
piece of
elevators
shit.
for the same reason? When you start
elevators, yeah, it's a minor one in elevators. But
Although,
it's
it's not like 4 seconds.
because it's
of,
not
like,
because it's not extreme speed. But yeah, it's like it's that same
of your
feeling,
guts
but
hitting
like
the roof.
way faster. Yeah.
I went to Lagoon with like 2 fat guys, right? Not that I wasn't fat, but these guys are much bigger than I am. And it was the ride where it just spins. That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
it does. And the people crush you when you're
Yeah,
on the
and you were
outside. I
dying.
was on the outside. And these 2 like 270-pound dudes like just come crushing in. I almost died. I swear to God. Oh man. It
I
was-
don't like that
It was
one.
David Merrill and John Petro.
Oh.
So 2 big dudes in high school. That was fun though. That was a fun trip.
I think one of those guys in your ward, Craig.
No, neither of them were.
John
Okay.
Petro is a guy we've played Halo with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember there was
He
some
was at a
fat
couple-
guy.
He's
a
not fat
couple Halo
anymore. He
parties.
got skinny. It's
Yeah.
weird.
There was some fat guy when I was playing basketball at one of Craig's ward things, and he stepped in front of me, and it was a wall.
What's a ward? For the audience at home.
I was just thinking, your psychiatric ward.
Yeah,
I
psychiatric
don't remember
ward.
anybody else.
Was he in your ward?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Cell 19.
When was he committed? When were you committed, Craig?
Justin, do you know what we're talking about when we say ward?
I have no idea.
That's right.
It's a church organization. It's a group of church people. You're like in a...
There's so many churches. There's so many Mormons in Utah that they have to separate the churches by area. So every single area in every city is like covered by a certain church. So if you live in a certain area, you go to a certain church at a certain time.
Yeah, that's
as opposed to the
and
other
that
ones.
group is called a ward. Yeah,
And that group of that area is called a ward.
I think they have a 2-story church on Geneva.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it's 2 stories because I see windows up top.
It's like double it up.
It's fucking massive.
Yeah.
That's not unusual. I've been to a church that had an elevator.
How is that? That's insane. There's one by Costco where it's like parking lots are scissoring each other. Like it's insanity in this place. Like seriously, it's like they're at diagonals. It's like a floor at an old market. You know how they got the squares that are like in diagonals, like a chessboard. One is here, and one is touching its tip on that other one's tip, and it's like, God damn it, they're huge. They're steak centers. I'm like,
you should go up to the University of Utah where they have this giant seminary building which shares parking lots with a giant church.
So is it like a fucking mile of parking lot?
Yeah.
Or just all you can see, like in the distance, you can see a hazy.
Gotta go to church early so we get a decent parking spot.
Yep.
Yep.
It's insane.
Justin, what do you know about Mormonism?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
We can make it all up.
We can make it all
Yeah.
up. What is it? Zeno or whatever. Xenu?
Yeah, Xenu, the alien.
Yeah.
The
We'll just give him Scientology.
The beat.
Yeah.
Mormonism.
That is really crazy. How are there so many members?
All right. Well, I think that's
Xanadu.
I think that's gonna be it for Nude Clan After Dark. Thank you for the questions. Please call our number at 385-204-3921 if you want to hear some advice, or if you just want to ask any sort of question you desire.
Yeah, we got some already, but we're doing last week's this week because we recorded the last episode of After Dark early. So we'll get to the other questions. We know they're there. It's just 2 at a time.